local borough elections are very, very much about the person that you vote for in terms of making sure that you've got proper representation. Councillors that have a voice, councillors that actually turn up to meetings. But also, obviously, it's a case very much of also voting, I suppose, for a political party, although actually I think that that's almost secondary. But people will ask, what have Brentwood Council under Conservative control done for me since they took over from the Liberal Democrats in 2004? And there's certainly several things that we are very, very proud of. One is that we've kept council tax very low indeed. We've consistently set council tax levels that are below the rate of inflation since we took over in 2004, whereas prior to that, the Liberal Democrats were putting up council tax every year on average by 10%. And in fact, in one year, they put up council tax by 19%. So in terms of value for money, the Conservative Party have certainly delivered for Brentwood since taking over 6 years ago. We've also recently had a place survey carried out, which in fact was a survey that was carried out across the UK and actually pitches councils against each other, if you like, in terms of relative performance. And Brentwood came out very, very well indeed. We had an overall resident satisfaction rate of 90%, which is fantastic. And in fact, in some respects, we were within the top 5 councils in the country. Street care, actually, we've been adjudged as being the 5th best council in the UK in terms of street cleanliness, graffiti and so on. And also in terms of our over 65s population, we have also been assessed as part of that survey as within the top 3 councils in the UK in terms of over 65s being happy with their environment and happy with their surroundings. So very, very proud of those things. Also in terms of investment, we continue to invest in Brentwood. In fact, there is now a £1 million refurbishment programme going on in King George's Park, in fact where I was today with my daughter. That is ongoing and about to be completed very, very soon. And of course, as I've said many times before, the North Road Play area and several others, actually Cape on Close in Brentwood North as well, have also been invested in by us to the tune of hundreds of thousands of pounds. When we first came to power in 2004, one of our big pledges was to deliver a refurbished high street for the benefit of residents and retailers and visitors to the town shop. And in November 2009, we duly delivered them after a £6 million investment. We've just announced too also a pilot residents discounted parking scheme which will allow residents of Brentwood, and Brentwood residents only, when they park in the William Hunter Way car park behind me, to actually receive a huge discount, 25% discount in fact, off of the first 2 hours parking when they come into town. Again, in an attempt to encourage people into the town centre, to help retailers and the ambience and the vibrance of the high street alike. Also, literally just in the last month or so, we've overseen a considerable investment in the Chatham Way car park in having it resurfaced, as you can see behind me. When the Conservatives took over the running of the Town Hall in 2004, we inherited from the Liberal Democrats a recycling rate that was only 14%. And what we've done since is to improve that year on year on year. And I'm proud to say that I was part of that. I was actually chairman of the Environment Committee that oversees recycling and waste care and street care for nearly 2 years. And we've now, as a council, actually got a recycling rate of 43%, which is not only good, it's actually the best in Essex of any weekly waste collecting local authority. When it comes to waste collection, we've pledged and will continue to pledge that we will pick up people's black bag waste on the curbside on a weekly basis. A lot of councils now, to try and improve recycling, have actually gone to a fortnightly basis, which means that particularly in the summer you've got lots of rotting bags of food waste and so on sitting around for up to 2 weeks at a time. And we've pledged time and time again that we will not go down that road, and we certainly won't do also what the Labour government's trying to influence into doing, which is to introduce bin taxes. We're very, very much against that too.